Oh, we got a little bit of J. Cole energy in the air, man. I can't even lie to you, bro. Because I did the other reaction to, what was it, Word of Robinson or something like that. And then we got this tune right here that came out. And I think people were literally complaining about the mix. But then he literally rescinded it, bro. We can't be rescinding diss tracks and that, bro. That, come on now, man. You get the step right, you get the step right. You don't, you misstep. Is what it is. You don't rescind it though, bro. You don't rescind it, fam. You know what I'm saying? Because that just makes the what do you call it, the mistake that much louder and that. So I don't know how I feel about that one there. You can't be rescinding diss tracks because you misstepped in that, bro. You get me? But we got the end. Let's get into it. So is this like a makeup for it then? Because he dropped 2 tracks at once, rescinded one of them, and then he dropped the end credits and that. Is that like to make up for it type of thing? I don't know.
Let's get it. Hey.
But I do think it's the end. You know what I mean? I do think it's the end, bro. From when, bro, these men didn't even need to reply. From when Joey dropped Crash on Me, I was like, yeah, it's concluded.
I ain't just popping my chest. I did a lot to get my
that
spot in the best.
though.
Me and Doc got something in common. We ain't popping the West. We went east to feast for years before the city was back us. It was hard for the skilled LA niggas to really get traction. Close homies gave us the crooked eye for rapping with pain. Conscious rap, they shut the door if you ain't snatching the chain. It affected us, Dot. I can't forget when they was neglecting us. They said we'll never make it. Now look who protecting us. It's the West Coast bodyguard. Physical past, show my body scars. Been through every barrel with 100 raps. Back when it was one shot kill, wasn't no running back. Barbershops, corner stores, miss a word and you done in fact. Just spit superb, you tell your homies quiet down to rip a nerve. Before I met Soul, I made you niggas herb. Resident evil, pleasant with people. Time to snap like a schizo without a pill. Let's head to the sequel. Now this the night at the Apollo as I swallow your career whole. Dear Cole, tell him what I did in the studio. 300 tracks in 2 days, I'm for sure pop. Came out the booth, the whole room said he not like us. That was before Dot. A human, I'm for sure not human. Got me in tunnel vision, right in the sin. I blacked out this whole ride. You see it's light at the end. Lux was a tough decision. I fuck with it. Fuck you bitches. It's up, so we up the switches. Switches stand. One man left when the hill was Quill. I'm here. Kill a clown. Thinking that he oh, it's deaf. You hear me now? Nope. Show me a quote that's stuck from one of them records. Flow in pocket, nice voice, don't beat selection. I see you. Low in the spot that get you added to goats. It's the talent I boast. You salad with goat shreds. Gin and juice, but no beach cruiser. This is Dre and Snoop on a moped. A deli slide, all life there equal to 0. It all comes around to the bread when they thinking they heroes. I chop cheesy thoughts, your sleazy cloth cut from a rinse rag. I watch you easy.
No, this is like what Drake did. This is like what Drake did, bro. What track was it that Drake dropped in that, bruv? And everyone was like, oh yeah, it was his album, bruv. Not his last album. Which album was it, fam? Drake dropped an album, no one liked it, so he spun back and dropped a little prequel and that, bro. I'm like, bro, we can't do that, bro. You can't drop an album then try and make up from the album by dropping a little side project that wasn't even planned and that, fam. You know what I mean? I think it was his last album and them thing there, fam. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's what this is like right here in that, fam. That's not going to be out of my mind now on that, bro. It's in my mind that, bro, you rescinded a track and then you dropped this one and that, fam. You know what I mean? So it could have been like a triple and that, bro, that it literally just dropped on people's head and that, fam. You know what I mean? And it would be like, yeah, now you got the end credits and them thing there, bro. Nice title and that, fam. But now that you've done what you did and them thing, it's like you're trying to make up for it. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like the battle's still concluded without a doubt. But at the end of the day, it's a big pointer, bro. It's a big point. And if Joey does decide to come back, I don't know if he will. That's a big talking point for him still. I can't even lie to you, bro.
Equal to 0. It all comes around to the bread when they thinking they heroes. I chop cheesy thoughts, your sleazy cloth cut from a rinse rag. I watch you easy. Ruthless, my plot beneath me. Proof red, goofy, time to get spooky. See what's sun about. Light still outside, they running out. Homes got ghosts and it ain't a haunted house with y'all debating. All the bait I gave you for conversation. Karma bacon, they hate shade throwing, but stalling Ray-Bans. Glasses, all these niggas like black and they flow mulatto. Called LA shit, Brooklyn clown on the ground. Laid Harlem shaking, double barrel aim, I won't spare a name. They're the game, go back in this place. I thank you, Joey. Grateful for this new space you created. AZ, King, Ray, Coyotes, Lip Hop, and K-Boy. Oh, hitter, we did that. Jag, we did that. Slid on niggas with bop.
I literally found out about AZ. It wasn't even through the beef as well. He dropped a tune called The Game. And I was like, ooh, that beat's tough and that, bro. You know what I mean? You know, because we always talk about like New York and The Voice and them thing there, bro, and how them man just have the hip hop voice on lock or whatever. But then with the, what do you call it, with the West Coast mob, them man as well and that, bro. when they have a certain type of mellow beat and them thing there, bro, the way they be crip walking on the beat, bro, with mellow tones and the beat drop, then he got a little bit more up tempo and a little bit more aggressive. I was like, oh, he's cold. And then days later, then I saw the diss from Joey and that, bro. So I literally just discovered him from his regular music and that, fam. I'm definitely gonna take a closer look to his catalog and that, brother. Listen to some more of his tunes, because he was cold from what he put on show still. You know what I mean? Then he dissed Joey, you know what I mean? And now man like Daylyt's just giving everyone their props type of thing. You get me? And I respect him for also saying, yo, Joey, respect for like creating this space type of thing. Because if you never said what you said, you know what I mean? And everyone pretty much has this moment, you could say, because of Joey, realistically, in that, fam. You know what I mean? Whether who's Victor Barber, that's another conversation, but in terms of, yo, he created a platform for people.
AZ, King Ray, Coyotes, Lip Hop, and K-Boy. Oh, Hitter, we did that. Jag, we did that. Slid on niggas with bops and hard raps. Big Smoke, this the cigar pack. Put hands and feet on niggas, cigars back. Can't cop out now, we set a hard trap. I'm in it for the long run, I'm Michael Johnson. Boy got aid, oh, he was Magic Johnson. Son of bitch, 6'9" had y'all tucked in a ditch. The NY sound was up for the fishes. The ruler's back, oh, you the man, Joey? Today I crown you the king of.
That's a big point about 6'9".
My sound was up for the fishes. The ruler's back, or you the man, Joey? Today I crown you the king of New York for taking that stand, Joey. You really took the fade when all of us a brave man. NY made man. It should say immortal when your grave land. Big stepper, figure they needed this. Oh, this feeling they deleted this. Elite exists in ways, hoping that we delete. Today
Listen,
ditch. The
man.
NY sound was up for the fishes. The ruler's back, or you the man, Joey? Today I crown you the king of New York for taking that stand, Joey. You really took the fade when all of us a brave man. NY made man. It should say immortal when your grave land. Big stepper, figure.
Crazy. Like, I like what he's doing right here and that, bro. It's like, this is like a conclusion of the whole battle right here and that, bro. I'm liking this. This is dope as well. Give him man his props and that, but at the same time and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, like when you beat someone up and everything and they're on the floor and you're like, bro, stay down, man. Stay down. I'm giving you your props. You did your thing, braveness, all of that type of thing. You're a man. You stand on your word and them thing there, but stay down. I don't want to have to do it to you type of thing. You know what I mean? That's the type of energy that we're getting from this one right here. And I respect it.
They needed this, oh, this feeling, they deleted this. Elite exists in ways, hoping that we delete. They feed the streets, low ball rapping, so we don't tap into that fourth wall thought. They double speaking right in front of us. Of course, we all fought for every hood story. Paid in full, menace to society. Boys in the hood, the play will pull. The mind right in Jersey Drive. I'm still whipping them without dissing. Kids, listen, this is just my real mission. Came to the game to show you the real vision. Marvelous, gargles, brainwashing lane. They got us in plain sight, staining each other when we should be hanging together. East Coast versus the West Coast. The clan got their own coats and we ain't want no smoke. None of us. Shouts to Khalid Muhammad. This shit is bigger than rhyming, I promise. Land where we walking to. Malcolm Martin with all our crews. Trayvon Martin, Steez, you marching too. I figure we call it truth, then we all the truth.
This is what you do, man. This is what you do. This is what you do. But this is what happened with Joey. Well, not Joey. And actually, it did happen to Joey and that, bruv. Like, because I was like, he's fighting against multiple people, so he's got to mention multiple people. But at the end of the day, I think he brought up Kenny like once or twice in every single song, and he wasn't even in the beef type of thing. So he did it as well. Same thing with Drake. You lose track of the prize and what's in front of you type of thing. And that's one thing that Rayvon and Daylyt didn't do when they were locked into the battle. They were locked into the battle. But now he's given a conclusion of this whole thing and that, brother. Now he's also putting his, not necessarily beliefs in that, but things that he holds to a high regard, and he's just showing his integrity and his, you get me, showing that he's an upstanding man in terms of something, a topic that he believes in that has nothing to do with the battle, but he's putting it up there because he knows that with certain things and them thing, that it's a reoccurring thing and that, bruv, you know what I mean? I mean, it's still an uphill battle that his people, black people, everyone's still fighting and that, fam, you know? Wholeheartedly, man. This is a dope track. This actually might be one of my favorites, not even just on a diss aspect, but in terms of what he's doing, the topics that he's touching on within this whole period and that, fam, you know what I mean?
Khalid Muhammad, this shit is bigger
Because he didn't need to do this.
coats and we ain't want no smoke. None of us. Shouts to Khalid Muhammad. This shit is bigger than rhyming, I promise. Land where we walking to. Malcolm Martin with all our crews. Trayvon Martin, Steez, you marching too. I figure we call it truth, then we all the truth, and let them analyze what made up story gave us glory. This what they worry about. I tricked them with the beat plate, and now we on the sweepstakes. Dummy ball and filet me on 3 plates. The reactors can replay. We drop so much shit, they gon' be weeks late. Infinity War tape for the street play. Had shit for the rappers and the DJ, a new case. People living in shacks had the screw face. I see y'all, thank you, I love you. All of the bloggers balling, calling.
Shout out No Life Shack. Shout out Screwface Jean. You know what I'm saying? And them thing there. I respect that right there. Still in them thing there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the guys, man. Because to be honest though, bro, this is what I'm saying. Because I feel like the UK scene is much more tight knit. You know what I mean? Like everyone kind of knows everyone. You know how they say like America's absolutely massive. UK can fit into America how many times? So within the UK, we've had a multitude of rappers mentioning the UK. You could say that, but they've all been mentioned in multiple songs and that, bro. So, but in America, because it's a bit rare, you'll see artists obviously in the comments, all of that, but really mention you in a song type of thing.
Figure we call it truth, then we all the truth, and let them analyze what made up story gave us glory. This what they worry about. I tricked them with the beat plate, and now we on a sweepstakes. Dummy ballin' filet me on 3 plates. The reactors can replay. We drop so much shit, they gon' be weeks late. Infinity War tape for the street play. Had shit for the rappers and the DJ. A new case. People living in shacks had the screw face. I see y'all, thank you, I love you. All of the bloggers ballin', calling each other. All of the podcasters mobbing for supper. All off our hard work. Look how God worked. We fed the streets when they needed that the most, so we can boast about the shit for a lifetime. Hey, D1 is Christ time. God said light shine, I'm made to do it. No slave to who is in charge. I engraved the ruin, something new in the book of hip hop. Set the stage, I promise a new day, the age of the consciousness. Jamal, I got us.
And that's another thing as well. I like how he uses it, bro. Like I said, that bar that he said in them thing there with the Daylyt, make sure that you mourning and that, bro. Like, bro, he made sure he used his name for violence and also for good, bro. And also to mention God as well in that family. You know what I mean? Like, his name is multifaceted, but I like that he uses it in such a good way as well in that fam. You know what I mean? That he's actually clued up here in them thing there, fam. You know what I'm saying? Is a smart guy, he's a conscious guy type of thing. So then he can also flip it and use it in different ways, and you know what I mean?
The most, and we can boast about the shit for a lifetime. Hey, D1 is Christ time. God said light shine, I'm made to do it. No slave to who is in charge. I engraved the ruin, something new in the book of hip hop. Set the stage, I promise a new day, the age of the consciousness. Jamal, I got us. Liquidate devastation. I mastered all my crazy thoughts with sensory deprivation. Took mountain hikes through pyramids. I learned how to blink or two. History comes as text format. You see what the Inca do. Ride. Guns spree or decrease. We did it all without them bleeding the streets. We did it all without us feeding they beasts. We put our feet in the seats of the plans they had to dumb us down. It's summer now. The sun still set on the east. It's like
Listen,
pyramids.
man.
I learned how to blink or two. History comes as text format. You see what the Inca do. Ride. Guns spree or decrease. We did it all without them bleeding the streets. We did it all without us feeding they beasts. We put our
Listen to what he's saying, man. We did it all without feeding the beast. We did it without blood in the streets, man. Like, listen to what he's saying and them thing there, bro. This is probably the best way any, bruv. Obviously, Kendrick, Drake, and that, bruv, biggest rap beef within hip hop and them thing there. Whether that's because the internet's around, whatever you want to base it on, I don't care. Numbers are the numbers, stats are the stats. The coverage was the coverage. But in terms of concluding a beef, this might be my favorite, bro, of all time. No
feet
cap.
in the seats of the plans they had to dumb us down. It's summer now. The sun still set on the east. It's like
This motherfucker don't miss.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to man like Daylyt, man. Shout out to Daylyt. Shout out to how he concluded that whole thing and everything there, bro. That was yeah, it was worth it still. Cause like I said, I almost didn't do any of these, bro. I just reacted to 8 songs, bro. And obviously that ain't like anything new to me. I normally do bulk reactions anyway. But all just one beef and that's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've ever seen that, fam. And it's only been 7 days. I guess that's kind of a long time, a whole week type of thing. But just one beef, 7 songs, bro, back to back to back that I needed to react to, that I need to react to, is crazy. But shout out to Daylyt, shout out to all the flipping participants, man. I can't even lie to you. This one was a moment still. Shout out to Joey Badass for standing on business, saying what he said and that, fam. Even if he was fighting an uphill battle, even if it did misstep, you know what I mean? And like I said, I think this is his first battle still, so he will learn from this if he does decide to, you know what I mean, go against or go up against anyone else in the future as well. And I also hope that it wasn't just a case where, oh yeah, he just wanted a clout and the exposure, like he actually cared, and just unfortunately miscalculated a couple of things and that, fam, and came out that, you get me? Because if he came out that, oh yeah, I was just doing it for the numbers and that, bruv, you know what I mean? Because the music that he makes and that, bruv, is you would say, not necessarily is the, no, is the embodiment of hip hop and them thing there, bro. He prides himself on that, bro, operating within that realm and them thing there, being from it, studying it and them thing there, being a student of the game, now being a master as well, hopefully being a god, you know what I mean, at the end of his career, bro, he would hope type of thing. And then obviously this is one thing as well, and that, bro, that's a big thing within hip hop as well. It's the foundation type of thing. So I would just hope that it was just a calculation thing type of thing, you know what I mean? Because it's been quiet for a while now, bro. Obviously this was just a day old or whatever, but still though, he said, yo, 24 hours, if you're not responding less than 24 hours, it's a shot clock violation, and it's just the waiting type of thing, you get me? But like I said, from Crash Dummy to me, it was over. So maybe he's kind of seen it like that as well, and maybe he's just kind of like just taking it gracefully or whatever, kind of like with the Drake Pusha T thing and that, fam, you know what I mean? But I think, didn't Drake release the last track though? He kind of bowed out, not necessarily bowed out and that, bro, but he released I think he released the last track still, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, shout out to everyone involved, bro, you know what I mean, to all the rappers, all the upcomers and that, bro. Shout out to all the upcoming rappers when that, fam, that were literally sending shots to Joey as well and that, bro. You man made sure to do your thing still. I can't even lie to you in that, bro. Joey had a handful to deal with, and I'll catch him on the next one. It's your boy Njies, and I'm out of it in a bit, people, man. Yeah.